to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 333, and I have a huge amount of finished objects, so let's get started. First off, I have 2 large pigs. These are all for the craft fair in August. So I have a total of 3, because I have one from last week. So I had 3 pigs. And then I had a little bit of the yarn left, so I made a baby pig whose little nostrils are almost the size of his eyeballs. But so we have a little pig with a little itty bitty tail. So yes. So we have a total of 3 big pigs and a little pig. I have a pile of pigs. Then I have a little sheep. There's my little sheep. So I gave him little darker feet and a little dark face and a little pink nose. So there is my little sheep. I will be making some more of them. I might make some that are bigger than this, so this is a baby sheep. Then I made an interesting little critter. This, I did not use a pattern. I just kind of came up with this on my own, just playing around. It's a what's it. Kind of reminds me of Cousin It. But anyway, there's the little feet. So he does stand up and he's super soft. So I'll hold him up close so you can see him. And then he has these little, the little wiggly eyes. Now these eyes do glow in the dark. And I got these eyes. They've been sitting in my desk at work for a couple of years, well, actually several years, because we had a staff day several years ago and they gave you these little eye things which are meant, I'm not sure what the purpose was, but they're meant to go on your finger like that, like a little finger puppet. And so anyway, it's been sitting, I found it in my drawer when I was going through stuff. Since I'm getting ready to retire, I've been kind of sorting through things in my desk, and I found these little eyeballs and I thought, oh, wouldn't that be kind of cute? So I put that on there. I've made more of these. They're eyeball-less right now because I have more eyeballs on order. So we have this little finished critter. And then I made another one just like it. Like I said, he needs his eyeballs yet. So we have another one here. And then we have one, you can kind of style their hair. Anyway, we have one that's all white, who's blowing out the screen color totally. But I have one white. And then I had some of this leftover yarn, so I made one in pink. So I think there'll be something kind of cute for the kids because they're just kind of a novelty. So yeah, this one isn't as soft as the gray and the white ones. So those are the finished objects that I've gotten this week. Then I have 2 works in progress. One would be the Forever sweater. By the time I finish this, it's going to be too cold to wear it because this is going to be a short-sleeved sweater. I did get a good bit done this week. So you can see I've gotten about 1 inch, which doesn't sound like much, but this is the front and the back together. So I think it's, I forget what the stitch count is. The stitch count is somewhere around 250 maybe, between 200 and 250, maybe a little more. I'm thinking it's around 250. I could be wrong. It could be even more. Might be even close to 300. The only thing I'm worried about is this pattern has you using the same size needle for the ribbing stitch down here as it does the body. And I keep noticing that it starts out like this and it ends up flipping up. So I'm hoping that kind of works its way out and I can block that out. Normally you go down a needle size when you do ribbing. So hopefully that is not going to be a problem. This is a knit crate yarn. It's a linen based yarn. And so I really like it. I'm almost finished my first skein. And then I started playing with, I have some shawl in a ball. I have lots of shawl in a ball, but this is some that I had bought. I have another just like this. This is called Cleansing Quartz, and it's all different shades of browns. And yeah, like tans and browns. There you can see a little bit better color definition. There's a little gray in here too. So I decided to make another virus shawl also for the craft sale, because these sold well last year, so you can see the different shades right now of this. So of course it's going to be bigger than this, but I just got started. I like this pattern. I've done it tons of times because it goes quick. I don't need to sit there and look at a pattern. I like the way it looks, and most people like it because it's very lacy and lightweight, so I figure it would be a good thing for the summertime. So I'm working on that. And so that's what I've been working on this week. What have you been working on? Now, if you would like to enter something into show and tell, because we all love to see what everybody's making, you can send me a picture over on KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com and tell me a little bit about your project that you're making, or you can message me over on Facebook, which is Katrina Knits, or you can actually post right onto my Facebook page over at Katrina Knits and tell us a little bit about what it is or what kind of yarn you're using, something like that. Whatever you want to choose to tell us about, but if we would love to see pictures of your projects. So that is with the show and tell. Now in acquisitions, I have one item this week, and it's not something it's a pattern, but I'm not making it right away because it's more winter related, but I'm thinking it's going to be adorable for like either the fall or the Christmas craft fair that Kim and I are going to do. It's by viewersShow&Tell. It's a free pattern. Look at that. Is that adorable? It's a little kitty cat hat and cowl. And the cowl, if you look at it close, has whiskers and a little nose. So I thought this was really cute. They have another picture in here too. There it is. It's a very simple pattern. And it is crocheted. It was free. I found it on, I think it was I Love Crochet or something like that, but it is a viewersShow&Tell kit, or viewersShow&Tell pattern. So, yeah, I think, am I right? I think viewersShow&Tell is Red Heart. Yes, because it even says on here, it says Red Heart. So, you can maybe even get it right off of the Red Heart website. But anyway, very simple, but I thought it would be adorable for some little girls. So that will be a future project for the fall winter craft fair. So the next thing will be, what am I reading? Well, I finished, in fact, I stayed up really late one night. Actually, I soaked in the tub. Take it back. I did not stay up late one night. I sat in the tub one night. I got to reading this book and I couldn't put it down, and I turned quite pruny by the time I got out of the tub, but it was a really good book. It was one of the Aunt Dimity series. It was Aunt Dimity and the Village Witch. And it was really interesting because they find a old parchment of a memoir written by the vicar from the like 1600s. And it's this story about this woman in their neighborhood, and he's writing it all these little secret pages about her. And this was during the time of the witch hunts, and then he hid them in different places all over the village. And so there's like 4 people going around basically on a treasure hunt, trying to get together all of these memoirs of these little pages and put them all together and find out the real story of what happened to the village witch of Finch back in the 1600s. So it turned out it was totally unexpected, the ending. It was really neat, and yeah, it was a total twist at the end of the story. So I enjoyed that one. And now I am reading Aunt Dimity and the Heart of Gold. And so far, one of her friends that lives at a manor house that was built hundreds of years ago, they discovered there was a room in this manor house that they never knew what it was for, until a friend or a lady stops by and visits, and she's a historian, and she recognized that it's an old chapel. So then they start looking for the priest hole because they think there might be one, and come to find out there is a priest hole, and there is a golden heart in there. So now there's 4 ladies are running around town and the neighboring towns trying to track down the history of who this was and why this was left in the priest hole and what's the story behind it. So it's been really good so far too. So I'm really enjoying this series. And yeah, so that's what I'm reading. If you have good recommends for reads, just let me know down in the comments. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section today, I only have a couple of items at this point. The first is Lion Brand. They are offering 30% off of their yarn and kits until Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you don't need a coupon code or anything like that. It's just a straight 30% off of their yarn and kits. And the other one, oh, there's 2 other ones that I know of. Mary Maxim is running a sale. It ends Tuesday morning, and it is 25% off of their knit and crochet kits. So it's a kit would be the pattern and the yarn. So it's 25% off of their knit and crochet kits. And then the last one I know about, I'm not sure how long the sale runs, but this is through Lovecrafts, and Lovecrafts does have a US Lovecrafts. It also has a European or UK Lovecrafts. The links to all of these sales are down below. Just look in the description box where it says show more, or it says more, something like that. Click that, and then it opens up and it's all alphabetical. Lovecrafts and Mary Maxim are down towards the bottom, and Lion Brand is right above that. So yeah, the 75% off over at Lovecrafts. So there's no coupon code needed for that either. So I'm not sure how long that sale lasts, but it's worth checking out. So those are the sales that I know about. Any other sales that I run across, I will post in a short video. Upcoming videos this week, there will not be a Katrina Clutter Free, which is my Tuesday declutter video, basically because I've run out of things to declutter. So yeah, until I find something, we won't have one on Tuesdays right now. And Wednesday's video is going to be totally up for grabs. Who knows? I'll just surprise everybody because I'm not sure what it's going to be about either. So make sure you stop back on Wednesday to see what I might be doing or talking about or showing or something like that. So that is it for this Saturday's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again on Wednesday. Bye everybody.